With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
180, 180.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. So offense out.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure. A nice game.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. First and goal. Philadelphia.
Hey, Silver. 73.
Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another try for Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Jackson now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Jackson